Aki enters the cell of the future devil, who keeps repeating the future rules and wants Aki to say it too. However, Aki ignores him and explains that he is there to form a contract with him and asks him what he wants in return. Future devil notes that Aki has a bad attitude. He wants to see Aki's future and then will decide if he wants to form a contract. He tells Aki to stick his head into his gut. Aki is surprised but still sticks his head. After a few moments, the future devil laughs and states he wants to live in his right eye and that way he will grant him his power. Future devil states that Aki's face is asking if that's all and explains it's because Aki died the future rules. He starts telling him how he will die, but Aki stops him, not wanting to listen and tells him to enter his eye. Kishibe beats Denji and Power once again. He congratulates them on their try and notes they no longer need to do this each day, but once a week. He tells them to keep their heads cool and not forget what weapons they have. Kishibe then explains that they will be doing live combat training as they will be attacking Snake Devil Woman and Katana Man. Everyone from the new Division 4 will be involved, but if they fail, the division will be dissolved, and Denji and Power will be disposed of for real by Kishibe. Denji states that if it comes to that, he will show mercy and spare Kishibe's life as he made him stronger. Later, Kishibe meets with Makima, who hopes that he will continue to train Denji and Power. Kishibe states he is tired of them already and that each time the dogs he trains end up dying, he ends up drinking more. He guessed that won't happen to toys, but guess due to his age, he even starts to get attached. Kishibe is sure that public safety wasn't clueless about the attack on the divisions and asks Makima if she knew about it. He states he doesn't care about her plans or how many of his dogs die as long as she is serving mankind's interests. Makima states she wants to save as many people as possible from the devils and if the operation is a success, Division 4's existence will become part of the public record. That way, they will have more freedom and be able to save more people. Kishibe then calls her a liar. Katana Man and Akane saw Atari are in their hideout with other men. Akane mentions that even if they run, there is no place that is safe from Makima. She tells the other men that even if Katana Man dies, he can be brought back to life, but the rest of the men need to be careful to not get bitten. They wonder what she means and Katana Man explains that they have a secret weapon left by his grandfather and that below them there is an army of zombies made by people who couldn't pay their debt. Yutaro heard that Aki is after the gun devil and asks him if he believes he can take him down, considering he just lost to another person. Yutaro reveals that he too joined public safety due to beef with the gun devil, but he isn't trying to kill him as it's impossible. Looking at Aki pisses Yutaro as he finds him weak, but Aki acts like he is someone big. Aki doesn't care what they say and tells them to sit back and watch, and if he ends up dead, they can laugh at him. After dropping Aki at the public safety, Yutaro gives him a drink and states that even if he is pissing him off, he is still rooting for him. He gives him a piece of advice, saying that he heard that everyone in the special division is crazy, so he must watch for himself. Makima meets with the current Yakuza boss that Katana Man belongs to. He explains that he heard they got into a fight with some of the younger members of his group, but assures her it wasn't on his orders. He shows a picture of Akane and explains he heard she was behind it and got them into deals with the gun devil. Makima wonders what kind of deal and the man explains that they have 20,000 yen to the gun devil and in exchange, they receive guns and ammo. Makima then asks him to write the names of everyone in his organization that has a contract with the gun devil. The man agrees, thinking that she will just throw them in jail for some time. Makima also wants the names of other families, not just his organization. The man states that is stupid because if the other families find out, it will mean war between the families. The man asks Makima if she had heard of the term necessary evil and explains that if they end up wiping themselves out, it will open Japan to the foreign mafia, and the Chinese and Russian mafia is even worse than them, and they are currently keeping those foreigners away. Makima then brings out a paper bag and the man jokes that a bribe won't change his mind. Makima explains it's not money, but things belonging to the families of all the men in the room, and it's the eyes of their lovers, wives, grandparents, siblings and other relatives. The man checks the bag and is shocked to see it full of eyes.
Me.
Makima explains that they have someone who can return the eyes without a problem and if he cooperates, she will introduce him to that person. One of the men grabs Makima by the shoulder, wanting to punch her, but as she stares at him, he stops and his nose starts bleeding and then falls to his knees. Makima states that he uses necessary evil as an excuse for his actions, but society doesn't need his excuses. The special division and the police surround the hideout of Katana Man. Aki wonders what is the plan, but Kishibe states there is no plan and they just enter. Aki, Denji, Power and Kobeni then enter. Shina and Furuno introduce themselves to Kishibe, but he tells them that the police in Division 2 just need to keep the entrances to the first floor and basement sealed off, while the special division will take out the terrorists. He also explains that the special division is made almost entirely of non-humans, and if one of them escapes, it can cause more casualties than the terrorists. Kishibe then explains to the members, so that they know who they may need to engage. Beam, Shark Fiend, enters the first floor through the wall and sees the zombies. He gets excited about how much he can eat. Kishibe explains that he can swim inside any surface and can transform his head into his devil form for a few moments.
壁の中や地面、どんな場所でも泳ぐことができる。こいつは短い間なら悪魔の姿にもなれる。
The beam is eating zombies and tries to bite a hooded man, but gets kicked. He then apologizes to Galgali, the violence fiend, explaining he had mistaken him for a zombie. Kishibe explains that devils become weaker when they become fiends, but even as a fiend, the violence fiend is quite strong.
暴力の魔人。本来魔人になると悪魔の時よりも弱くなるが、こいつは魔人でも強すぎるから毒が出るか。
He wears a gas mask that dispenses poison gas and it must stay on no matter what. As Galgali beats up some zombies, he sees a woman and tells her to leave as if she gets bitten, she will turn into a zombie. As she turns towards him, he realizes she is a devil too, Princhi, the spider devil. Kishibe states that most of the time she assumes a human form and that the humanoid devils tend to be friendly. Princhi turns into her devil form and starts killing zombies.
雲の悪魔。普段は人間のような形をしている。人の姿に近い悪魔は人に友好的だが、悪魔は悪魔だ。感触で人を殺すぞ。
A zombie head then rolls and hits the leg of Angel Devil, who gets annoyed that it dirtied his shoe, but then picks the head and starts eating it. Kishibe explains he is a special case and has no enmity towards humans, but they need to stay away from him as physical contact gets their lifespan drained away. Angel asks Aki if he has a handkerchief that he can borrow. Aki then gets close and gives him a handkerchief, which surprises Angel that he came that close. A man then shows up and tries to shoot Aki, but Angel Devil uses his wing to protect him. Aki then runs and knocks out the man and tells Angel to take the man outside. Angel is annoyed that he got ordered but prefers to have to fight. Aki then tells Denji, Power and Kobeni to leave the zombies to the fiends, as they will be going after Katana Man and Akane, but as they don't know where they are, they will be splitting up. Aki goes to the 4th floor, where a man comes out from one of the rooms and tries to shoot him. Aki dodges and then knocks out the man. 4 more men then come out and Aki prepares to fight them, but one by one, the men start bleeding from their noses and collapse. Aki continues to search and eventually finds Akane. He tells her to quietly come with him. However, Akane summons the snake devil telling it to spit it out. The ghost devil then appears in front of Aki, and Akane orders it to kill Aki. The ghost devil attacks and Aki starts cutting its arms one by one using the future devil's power, as it lets him peek a bit into the future. He still gets overwhelmed by the hand and Ghost Devil manages to grab him by the neck. Akane then orders the devil to choke him to death. Be sure to like the video, subscribe and press the bell for more. See you next time.